Very good afternoon to you guys, and welcome to the Kamui European Youth Championships, coming to you live from Podcetrtek in Slovenia. And our first match on this table today is an under-19s match in the 8-ball division, and it's a quarter-final match between Adam Laurent Guraki from Hungary and Robert Haig Petterson from Norway. It's 8-ball, so that means it's cool pocket. It's a race to 7. It's alternate break. There is a 35-second shot clock. I'm Mark White, taking you through all the action. Great to be with you guys here again on, well, we've got 2 more days after this. We've got 3 more champions. And of course the teams as well to crown. So it will be the Norwegian to break off Robin Haig Petterson. First up, break all important, of course, in 8-ball. If you don't make a ball, kind of should hand the rack over to your opponent. So very, very crucial, the break shot. Here we go, going head on. Watch the 10, or the 10 got bumped. Well, look at them 3 stripes together. Solids, certainly the more appealing, aren't they? Got an easy starter with the 7. 10, 3, 2 and 1. All down that end. This is surprising if he takes this on for me. Doesn't want to open them stripes up. There, and he didn't. May have to play the combo now, though. Unless the 2 passes. We can play the 3. 3 ball available also. Could even just nudge it in off the 7, move the 7 away and make the 2 available into the same pocket. Very nicely played. And now get that cue ball tight on that top rail. Give him the angle to come down and attack the final 2 solids. And they really do play nicely, the 5, 6 and the 8. So it's all about getting the right angle on this shot. Oh, maybe just a little bit straighter than he would have liked. He's come a little way off of the rail, but he's okay. Can play a stun right hand spin. There you see him aiming to the right of the cue ball. Just smoothing it in. Beautifully done. Now what kind of angle does he have on this? If he can just run off the back rail and back up. Maybe play it with a touch of right hand spin. Just to go onto the side rail and back off again. Doesn't want to flirt with the 15 on the way back. Yeah, there you see, just a nice little trace of spin, right hand spin. 8-ball goes into both corner pockets, so no problem. Probably go back across to where he is now, kind of angle. Play the 8 into the same pocket. So what a way to start with a break and run. Well, that's not ideal. Good thing is, just play the cue ball into the stripe next to the 8-ball to kill the cue ball. And that's the perfect start from the Norwegian. Beautifully done. So now Adam Laurent Guraki will have his break. He'll be hoping for the same. Both looking for a place in the semi-finals later on today. Other matches in progress at the moment. Also, I'll keep you up to date with the latest scores there. We are televising 3 tables, so tables 1, 2 and 3 available for you right now. Getting very close to running out of time there. Now, what angle does he have on this? Can he maybe flick the 7 out and stay on the 2 at the same time? Is he thinking of playing it off the 7? No, it's a little bit too far away for that, I think. Well, we'll soon see. There you go. Yeah, like that to drop as well. Great start here from the Norwegian. Looks very solid. Well, it's obviously goes, but it's very tight. Oh, he actually did just graze the 14. Has it ruined the 8? If it has, he might have to draw for the corner. Didn't want to touch that green 14. So now he'll be playing the 8 ball to the top right. I mentioned right at the start how important the break was. He's being punished here. Very, very nice stroke. Very assured. Very smooth. 2-0 up with the break. Mark Jarbo in action from Slovakia up against Finnish Onni Simonis. And it's the Finn 1-up in that one. All the scores and info you need, guys, are on EPBF.com. That's European Pocket Billiard Federation. You see it on the boarding at the back, look. EPBF.com. You can get all the latest scores, the schedules, all what's coming up. All available there. Now watch for the 2-ball and the 9-ball for the side pockets. Oh, cue ball nearly went as well. And it looks dry. Wasn't a very square hit, came across them slightly, which is why he almost lost the cue ball into the side pocket. First real chance then to get a look at Adam Laurent. Hasn't had anything to go at until now. You see table 3 in action. That's available also, guys. Table 1, Attila against Abson. And Kazmarek against young Hugo Boyle. That's young Hugo sat there in the chair, look. He's been quite a sensation here this year. Young Hugo from Spain. Very, very promising young talent. And back to this one. Well, what did I miss there? He must have done some kind of foul. So he's going to get this 3-ball out of the way very, very quickly. That's the only real problem he's got. And the 7 as well, and that's not gone according to plan. Needed to hit it. Oh, he's played a safe. He's called safe. Smart shot. Apologies, I can't actually hear the calls, but he obviously called safe. Yeah, nice idea. Just wondering, does that 5-ball go? If it does, no need to touch it. But if it doesn't, he's just coming around to have a look now. He could play thin off the 5. But it obviously does go because he's leaving it alone. Oh, no, it doesn't go, look. Yeah, good shot. Got him hooked on all stripes. So he's not just a potter, he's a thinker as well. taking the ball by the horns. He's going for shorty. 11 in the side, and what a shot that is. Well, terrific shot. Now that should kickstart him, get him going a little bit. Still has the problem with the 12 though, so needs an angle on the 15 to maybe disturb it or get on it perfectly if it does go into the corner. Unexpected miss there, maybe just concentrating. Well, his concentration was somewhere else on getting that angle on the 15 to get to the 12. Oh, he's overdone that. I was just going to say, he reminds me a little bit of Emil Andre Gangflow. Oh, this is short. This is too short or too long, whichever way you look at it. He does have it into the lower left and could possibly draw off the side rail and disturb the 12. Not exactly sure what he's played there. Four matches for you today, guys. We'll have the finals of the under-17s, under-19s and the girls. Finals of the 8-ball coming up tonight at 7:30 p.m. local time. So across the three tables you'll be able to choose your final, the one you want to watch. Of course, before that we've got some 9-ball action and of course the semi-finals in the 8-ball. And this one turning into quite the tactical rack. And you often find that if either player doesn't run the rack straight away, you sometimes end up with some interesting safety battles. I do love a bit of a safety battle. Well, now everything in the open, so basically it should be whoever pots the next ball should win the rack. And there's the 4 into the side here. This is the crucial shot. We'll take him to the yellow 1, which in turn should take him to the 6. Oh, I didn't want to catch that though. So he's going to have to reroute, a bit like your sat nav. Bit of traffic got in the way, so he's have to redirect his route. Has such a gorgeous slow backswing. Just a slight pause and then delivers the cue in a smooth straight line. Stays perfectly still, just the cue arm moving. That's all the ingredients of being a top class cueist. When you've mastered the cueing, of course you learn the angles and the strategy side of it. That all comes with experience. And then you're left with the mental side of the game, which is a large part of it also. And then you're the total package. That's what world champions are made of. And who knows, we could be looking at a future world champion here. Certainly cueing like one. Beautiful stuff. Increases his lead to 3-0. Oh, almost lost the cue ball. Well, how was that 12 not knocked in? The 14, I don't know how that's not gone in. Sometimes it's just not your day. And look at the stripes. We will be taking this 14. All the stripes in the open. Oh, and if he gets on this 10, it will be perfect. Well, is he a bit too close to it? He'd love to take it now if he can. Another inch would have been a lot more comfortable. Well, he's very confident playing it left-handed. He's overdrawn it though. So could take on the 11 here if he wants. Play the 9 into the same pocket. A little bit too soft there. Maybe just a hint of deceleration on that one. Poland v Spain on table number 3. And of course, tonight, final of the World Cup, Spain against Argentina. Spain, I would think, are the favourites. Really do like this guy's touch. His touch game is beautiful, really is. Gets nice, easy movement out of the cue ball with very little effort. The carbon fibre shaft doing the work. But this is a perfect start for Robin Haig Pettersson. I'm just wondering, will the Hungarian take a little break just to get himself out of the arena and reset? Yeah, indeed he is. Not a bad idea. So Adam Laurent has taken his time out. I'm going to do exactly the same, guys. Mark White saying goodbye, but just for a few minutes. We'll be back with rack number 5. See you soon. Welcome back, guys, to Podcetrtek here in Slovenia. We're playing the Kamui EPBF European Pool Youth Championships. We've already crowned our straight pool and 10 ball champions. We have the 9 ball, the 8 ball, and the teams still to crown. And this is a big deal for these young players. Great honour to have on your CV a gold medal, or any medal, come to think of it. And looking well on his way to securing a minimum 3rd place medal is this young man breaking off, looking for a place in the semi-final in this race to 7. He leads 4-0. Yeah, not square hit, but he's made a ball. Now let's have a quick look around. What do you fancy here, guys? I think I'd be going for solids. Could play the 1 to start, stun over for the 5 into this bottom left. Could play the 4 off of the 6 just to nudge that 6 ball out a fraction. Could leave that 1 till a little bit later. I like playing the 1 here. Draw or stun over. That's a little bit straight, so he's going to draw. Very nicely done. I think I'd be tempted to play for the 4 off of this 5 and just nudge it off the 6 just to open it up a fraction. Yeah, surely has to take the 5 now while he's on it. Nice. Calls his extension. He knows this is the key shot now in this rack. Yeah, he should either be on the 3 or the 4. Provided he doesn't overdraw it too much. Now he doesn't want to hit this so hard that he moves the 6 away from the side pocket too much. He doesn't want to get the 11 and the 12 involved. Well, he must be happy with where the 6 is, because he hasn't played it off it. Crucial now, though, to leave himself an angle on the 3 to draw up for that 6 ball. And that looks pretty good to me. Can just draw straight up between. Well, couldn't have played that better, could he? Absolutely beautifully played. We've seen some great pull so far for the last 6 days. Well, that's a little bit short. It's not a good shot. I think he was so afraid of overdrawing it that he's underdrawn it by about a foot, or 30 centimetres, as they say in Europe. No problem, though. Worrying times now for Adam Laurent. But he does have the break, but you just feel he has to win the next 2 or 3 racks just to get himself back into this. Robin very close to the hill. So this break, imperative that he makes a ball. Just looking at Hugo Boyle over there. He's 3-2 up against Victor Kazmarek. He's come off the side of them as well and lost a lot of energy. Lots of top on the cue ball. And now, straight away, he was like a greyhound out the traps there. Robin Haig can't wait to get these and get on the hill. Oh, I think he's played a cannon there and missed it and ended up on the 2 ball. He can still take the 6 if he wants. I think he may still take the 6 because he's on it. Or is he on it? Now can come across 1 or 2 rails. Oh, he's not even going to take the 1 now. He's going to take the 3. Another great player I've spotted this week in his first European Championships, Hao Jingjiang from Germany, has taken a 4-1 lead over Andrei Kikowski. This looking very, very worrying now, though, for the Hungarian. This young man, hungry for success and a place in the semis. Overdone it slightly. He's going to have to take the 5-ball now. It's those little shots, they don't look much, but played with such beautiful control. Very delicate. Gives the ball every chance of dropping, but still manages to get some nice grippage onto the cue ball. Really grabs the spin. So this 8-ball in the side to arrive at the hill in very quick time. Watch the head, the stillness. Yeah, and a very sportsmanlike tap on the leg there from his opponent. He knows he's come up against a young man in top form, Robin Haig Petterson, proudly wearing Norway on his back. Gave us a good fight actually in the World Cup. I loved the Norwegian fans and their rowboat. And all the impressions that I've seen on Facebook of Mr. Haaland, Erling Haaland. I don't know if you've seen that young Norwegian model, but she's been doing lots of impressions and poses of Erling Haaland. Very funny. Another Norwegian friend here. I'm supposed to go to a birthday party tonight, but I won't be going. I'm going to stay with you guys. But happy birthday to, beg your pardon, happy birthday to Bjorn at JB Sports Hall here in Pattaya, Thailand. Have a great party, mate. Oh, that's a better break. See those 2 balls going straight in the side, guys? That's the break. Fully square and the 4-railer. What a break that is. He saved the best till last. But look at the 5-ball. And he may even... Yeah, he's looking here to play the 11 and go into the 15. Possibly goes into the top left past the 1 ball, but I'm not sure. Let's see if he does try and move it. Yeah, like all good 8-ball players, get rid of the problem ASAP. And RHP. He's very, very close. He's got 1 foot in the semi-final. This has been very, very, well, entertaining, immaculate performance from this young man. never easy, no matter how easy they might look on your screen. They're always missable, those side pockets. He did take a risk opening the 15. He knew the risks that it came with. But of course, under a lot of pressure now. Already out of position. He's going to have to take the one ball. And we know what that means when you start travelling long distances with the cue ball. There's that room for error, for position. Where's the cue ball going? Oh, that was a nice little point. Sometimes the point is your enemy. This time it was his friend. Stuck him nicely on the 7 ball or the 3, whichever one he chooses. Well, you know, when I saw him playing that, I was hoping he wasn't just trying to roll it. There's a little bit of a deceleration on the stroke there. I would have liked to have seen him punched it in and punched the other side of the 6 ball and played the 6 into the same pocket. Oh, he's played that very nicely indeed. And that, I think, is the final nail in the coffin. Could play the 15 first here. I think he will. If he can reach it, okay. Oh, mind that 5 ball. Very close. Very close again, young man. Oh, it makes me cringe when I see that. So this 12 ball, little trace of left-hand spin. And now straightforward 8 to complete a 6-7-0 whitewash. Yeah, immaculate performance. Can have no complaints about that. Adam Laurent just never really got into the game from the first break. Broke dry, his opponent cleared up, and from then on, he missed very, very little. We'll be back, guys, with more action for you coming up very, very soon. 2:30 local time is our next match from me, Mark White. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.
I will tell them. Gar keiner oder? Okay. Na这样，你们也别叫了，我们他们也叫，你们也别叫了。Bitte diese Schweizer Schiene, wenn alle auf Deutsch reden. Das ist echt krass. Hab ich doch gesagt. Und das ist nicht Alex G. Ja, nee, weil der Nachname auch so lang war und
Ja,
auch mit
ja.
A angefangen hat.
Aber da ist auch Krigolonowski oder so.
Ja, ja.
Und der geht nicht halt durch Churchinowski. Ich kenne den halt, weil ich bin mit Freunden.
Achso, check it.
Willst du anfangen?
Nee, wir dürfen noch nicht anfangen. Wir müssen nicht gut anfangen.
Nein.
Doch, bestimmt auch schon. Der meinte, wir müssen 14:30 anfangen.
Nein.
Hat das hier gesagt?
Ich weiß das. Viertelfinale nicht?
Nein, doch. Doch, wenn wir ausziehen, spielen müssen, wir warten. Schwer war noch ein Brett. Wir können beide noch ein Brett machen.
Ja, komm, wir fahren. Warte.
Irgendwann fängt es an, der meinte 14:30. Digga, warum muss ich überhaupt gegen dich? Ich hätte auch gegen jemand anderen gespielt, aber wenn wir eine Medaille mehr haben. Hä? Ich hätte auch gegen jemand anderen gespielt, da haben wir eine Medaille mehr. Ja. Ich komme gleich mal so. eins oder. Ja. Darf ich noch eins machen? Mach. Sechs. Ja, schau. Mach das. Ich weiß nicht, wahrscheinlich noch so 4.
Frag mal deine Eltern.
Julien. Ja, 26 haben wir. Können wir schon starten? Nee, wir wollen noch vorbereiten. Wir starten um 35. Alle Tische starten um 30. Ich glaube, es ist 30. Das ist zu lange. Wir kriegen dafür, wenn wir schaffen.
Welcome to Pro Billiard TV. This is the Kamui EPBF European Pool Youth Championships, and we have reached the quarterfinal in the under 17 division. We are playing 8 ball. It's a race to 6 alternate break, and this match is a German affair between Noah Pulhorn, currently racking the balls, and Haojing Zhang, sitting in the chair. So always difficult to play your countrymen, but also to play each other for a medal on the European Championship. So looking forward to this one. Starts with a dry break, and Zhang has been Playing really well this European Championship. Finished second in the straight pool. And now already back in the quarterfinals of the 8-ball. So good results from him. A bit of a weird position to start the match. It's called the bank. Looks like a double kiss to me. It's pretty close. Yeah, he's caught the double kiss. On the cue ball. Oh, I think he's given the two away. So going for solids. The 4. Not sure if the 4 does go to the bottom right. Of course, he's got some awkward cueing going on as well. That's why he's shooting the 6. Well, the chances do not come up easier for Zhang so far. Second look at the table. Awkward cueing over the 8 for the 14. Not easy to play position. And the 12 doesn't go in the middle, so as you can see, quite the stretch. Well, it does open up the 12 nicely. He's on the 12. Is he able to play with top spin to get on the 14? Yes. 14-9, 13-10 into the left middle is an option. Oh, yeah, that 10 into the middle. Awkward shot to take on. Very missable. I've seen a lot of balls being missed on these Predator arc tables into the middle. Middle pockets play a bit tighter. No, you don't have to be scared. That ball definitely was on. Oh, a bit of luck there. He's landed on the 4. Yeah, with all the balls in the open, it's easy to get comfortable. I mean, they're gonna be struggling when all the balls are on the table, but I feel like when someone's gonna miss the last stripe or the last solid, both of them will be cruising. So manages to still win on his own break. Didn't necessarily come easy. So the opening rack going to Noah Pohorn. And Zhang breaking the balls next. Well, I have to say both look like very speedy players. Oh, nice bump on the 13. Pushed it nicely over the middle. So I like to take the 15 away. The 10 can stay. Kind of like to play for a 9-12 combination. Ooh. Of course, we have to bear with them. I've explained this before. These are young players, straight shooters. Sometimes they do not take care of the cue ball as much as maybe the more seasoned players. On the other side, they might have only a couple years of play in them up to this point. This is a little bit of a shot here. Ooh, I think it stopped just in time. Yeah, left himself on the rail though, so a little bit of a tester. Oh, not much of a tester, so break a run. Quick break a run in for Haojing. We will have to see a reply from Noah. Oh. Well, he makes a ball on the break. Living from the edge. And a big cluster, okay, does make the two in the middle with a lot of body movement. But now the 5, 10, 14 is a problem. The 6 doesn't go by the 11. And the 3 ball is quite limited. And he ran just a bit too far on the 7 to maybe draw into the 5, 14, 10. Could maybe land on the 5 to the middle. No, chose to go into them. Does the 3-ball go? Well, that means it didn't go. And that means also that Noah has now opened up the whole rack for Zhang to get going and could start with the 10. 10, go up table to the 13 and the 12 in the middle. Then later on, if you put yourself straight on the 14, you can put yourself 11, 8 in the middle and done. Oh, took more risk. This is what I mean. Sometimes it's a bit wild. And that's where mistakes come from. Take care of the cue ball a little bit more. Oh, the pace. Does he get on the 6? Wow. Gotta say, it's actually difficult to land just between the 6 and the 5, as in the 10 is just in between of both balls. It looks like the jump cue is coming out, but it's a short jump. You need quite some elevation, so it's like a lot of elevation and a short pop on the ball. And the ball in hand. This could become a true battle. This could be a nervy one on both sides. Well, a little bit shorter. Straight on the 13. Could still go forward and play for the 12 into the left middle. No. Top left spin has to go into the bottom short rail now. How's the speed? I think he's got the speed down nicely. Nice angle to get to the right side of the 8. And that means Zhang now halfway on the break takes the 3rd rack off full horn. And he does have the break next. Last break from Zhang was a breaker run. Cannot assume the next one is coming too, but when I'm in the chair and it's alternate break, I usually just expect my opponents to come up with a breaker run. If they do not get the breaker run in, I feel lucky to get back to the table. So how is Zhang to break the balls in the fourth rack? Well, a lot of cut this time on the break. That usually does not result into making a ball on the break, so no chance to solve the little problem he has by losing his own rack, his own break. I was going 2-5. Interesting. Especially as I would have liked to maybe have the 2 and the 5 to get to the 8 ball. Now 7-4, 6 in the middle. And take on somewhat of a cut on the 8. The 14 might be a little bit in between for the 8. Oh, he's going to get... Oh, not enough draw. Yeah, this is what I meant earlier. Like, I feel this match overall, they're going to be running a lot of balls. It's either going to be run out or let the other player come to the table with a lot of space. In this case, Zhang can solve the 15-11. And everything else is wide in the open. I like taking the 14. 14-12. But he's not landing ideal either. Would have loved to be straight on the 12. I'm not sure if he can still hold the cue ball. Now, in the meantime, we have 2 girls quarterfinal on table 1 and 3. On the other 2 streams we have on Pro Billiard TV. Rachelle and Froid 2-0 up against Merle Schmitz. Merle, who won Hill earlier this week in the 10 ball against Rachelle. So, oh, lost position. This time Rachelle up 2-0, and also Iris Eimberts from the Netherlands is playing Julia Alexandra Kabala from Poland. And of course this match we have right here. Looks like he's gonna play safety behind the 9. I'm wondering, is this actually safe? And he could play the left side indeed. He's looking at the 13 is blocking the 9. Zhang should have played the 13 a bit better, into a better position. Oh, tried the cue ball behind the 13. What does the 9 do? No. Bit of awkward cueing over the 13, but I don't think it was easy to bring the cue ball behind the 13 there. So pressure, a lot of pressure on this 8 ball. Does make it, and the cue ball doesn't get to the corner, so 2 each. Missed opportunity for Haojing. Only makes for a better match for us, the viewers. Yeah, this looks more like it. 2 balls in. Cluster around the 8 ball though, so not a routine run out. So he's going to open it up right away. Just the 5 ball staying with the 11, so the 5 only goes into the bottom left. He's drawn the cue ball too much. And nervy shot could just, he's looking at stunning the cue ball off the rail, could also float the cue ball forward for the 8 in the middle. Just whatever type stroke you prefer. Just play this nice and clean. And this 8 for 3-2. Beautiful breaker run. He's hit that 4 ball really nice. Does have a lot of movement on the cue here and there. But I mean, when the rhythm is there, the arm will be pure anyways, and he does have to keep that rhythm. When he's playing that rhythm, he looks very comfortable, looks to be striking the ball well. When he starts to slow down, seems to be making more mistakes. Well, very similar break. This one being quite messy. We've got 14 balls all near the middle of the table. No ball on the rail. Stripes are nice if he opens up the 12, but still only goes to the top right. Surprised he didn't play for the 9 in the top right to have angle on the 10 to get to the left side of the 12. He's now lost. Might have to go 3 rails for the 10 into the right middle of the 9. And again, making things happen. I barely have any time to reflect on what they're doing because things are going so fast. You could see deep breath. This for 3 each and another breaker run from Zhang. Yeah, both playing very speedy. Very enjoyable to watch. And okay, they are running out of position here and there. But they're coming up with nice recovery, so they definitely have a feeling of what to do with the cue ball. And the dry break. Now I do like the solids. The 9 doesn't go by the 4. And it's just by itself. Yeah, could choose to use the 6 to now go to the 7 ball. 7 and the 2 are a bit in between. A lot of traffic with the stripes. Or maybe 5 follow up or follow down table for with the 1 using the 1 ball. Can he float forward enough? Needs a little angle on the 2 to go towards the 14. I think he's perfect. He's just taking a little bit more time now to make sure he doesn't land funny. Can of course still happen, but he stunned the cue ball too far. Imagine also Noah needs the 9 ball to open up. That's why he's probably going to take a fall, but technically from this position you can only lose the game for Zhang, so I might actually look into banking the 4 to the top left. Even if you push the 9 and the 4 together, your opponent gets ball in hand. Yeah, that ball in hand worked well to take away the 9 from the beginning. I would like to get rid of the 12 to open up the pocket for the 11. Well, he's running himself in a little bit of trouble. I'm not sure what he was expecting, bumping into the 8 like that. Yeah, you could see again there, very short cueing and then pressed the cue together with the body into the ball. Not a pure swing. Of course, we're going to see more of that towards the end of the match. Well, he did get another chance at the table. Does this 4 going to the middle? If it does, Noah will be disappointed. And he's looking like the 4 is not so great into the middle. I'm not sure why. I mean, he wasn't complaining, but he was upset about something on that 4 ball to the middle to then just tap it in. So, not necessarily sure. Maybe the shot clock gave him that little push. That's now 4-3. Hao Jingzhang leading and does have the break. Could put himself on the hill first. And again, the cue ball all the way finishing to the top short rail. You just don't get too many options from that position. That's why most of the players, they kind of like the cue ball in the center of the table. But solids it will be. Kind of like taking the 6 first. But I don't mind him taking the 4 just to open up the corner for the 1. He's completely lost the cue ball again. Cue ball running wild. Very, very speedy too. Yeah, a bit straight on the 14. We'll have to get on the 11 and definitely on the top side of the 11. Really matters what side of the ball you're on. And bit much angle too. Can draw into the long rail and out. But too much spin. The left spin checking the cue ball behind the 2. I'm not going to say that could be the final blow, but you could see his demeanor. Because he also knows this could be 5-3 and a race to 6. Not impossible. But definitely had the opportunities to actually be leading too. Well, a little bit of awkward queuing over the 2. I would have liked to be a bit straighter on this 2-ball to the middle. It looks like he's gonna take this onto the corner, float this in and be on the 8 to the middle. No. Might have to play the 8 into the corner. Yeah, does get the job done. 5-3, Haojing Zhang. And he's guaranteed a break, even if Noah pulls off a break and run. Tables are tapped. Saves a lot of time on the racking. Makes a ball. Could go solids or stripes. Has the 2 or a combination on the 14. But again, a little cluster down table. Those 6 balls do make a mess. How does this work out? Not too bad, honestly. But it's all about the 4. I don't think... Did the 4 open up enough? I don't think it does go to the bottom left. And this into the middle, including all the work he will have to put on to get shape on the 6. Does he get on the 6? Does he get on the 6? Yes, he does get on the 6. What a shot he's played. Well, at least he puts in the breaker run to get some extra pressure on Zhang. It's just that on some key moments in the match, he just failed to capitalize. Honestly, from both, we've had a couple breaker runs on both sides. I think this has been a great match, just little small differences between the 2 of them. Yeah, does he have any starters with the stripes? I don't think so. But doesn't really need to go stripes either. Oh, a bit pacey. Assuming he played for the 5 in the middle or the 1 in the bottom right. I still don't mind taking on the 5 to the middle. But he has the 7. He's not on the 1. He's now forced into taking on the 5 ball. Or is he on the... Well, I have to get my eyes checked, I guess. So now I can float the 5 in. The 2 and the 3 go to the bottom left. Noah Pulhorn, his hopes might be over soon. You can see in the chair he's trying to look for any problems. Maybe the shape on the 8, who knows. But we've seen a great match. I think in this race to 6, 5 or 6 breaker runs, honestly, total. Yeah, he's perfect on the 8. So that means we're gonna have Haojing Zhang into the semifinals. He beats his countryman Noah Pulhorn 6-4. And our next match will be in approximately an hour 15. We will start at 4:30 local time. So I would love to welcome you back at Pro Billiard TV. This is it for now. See you in a little bit over an hour.